welcome to Game Corp, a podcast where we reach into the Omatrosphere and pull out the next great video game idea. I am the CEO of Game Corp, Bryce.
And I'm the CEO of Game Corp, Beckers.
Last time on this podcast, we made Seducing Santa. How'd that do?
Ooh, it was the sexiest, most festive game that we've ever created. So naturally, it attracted the sexiest, most festive people to buy it, which was so many people, including probably whoever's listening to this podcast right now. And it did great. Back to you, Bryce.
Back to you at the studio. Well, it's a new year, and that means new video games that we will now be creating, manufacturing from our minds for you to play. And I have one for us to discuss. It is
Go on.
Angels in the Outfield Simulator. Beckers, are you familiar with the movie Angels in the Outfield?
I know it's about baseball and dead people.
Yes, great. You have all the key components to that movie and this video game. So I have seen Angels in the Outfield. I have seen it very long time ago, and I often get it mixed up with the movie where the kid like broke his arm and it allowed him to throw baseball real good. I feel like those both came out in very similar times, and I get them mixed up in my mind. But this one has the dead people.
Didn't we also make a game about that kid?
We did make Rookie of the Year, but I think it was
God, we've made so many games.
But it was like a badger. It was like a badger of the year. It was Air Bud.
It was Ferret of the Year.
Ferret of the Year. There we go. I
hated that game.
It was Air Bud meets Rookie of the Year.
The truth comes out now, 60 episodes later. I fucking hated that game.
I think that information was available during the recording.
Yeah, I think that one it was. I don't think I hit it very well, or at all.
Okay. So, Angels in the Outfield. I'm gonna go based on what I can remember. I believe there was a kid who, I don't know if he was just like really big fan of the team or like if his dad was a coach or something, but he prayed up to heaven and he said, "Please, Jesus, let my baseball team win." And Jesus was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna dedicate all my efforts on this. This is where we're sending all the angels." And the baseball team was bad, and they continued to be bad, but there was angels that allowed them to do good. Like the baseball would be coming to the third baseman, and he would like stick his arm up, but it wouldn't be in the right place. So the angel would like nudge him over to the side a little bit, and then suddenly he caught the ball. Or like, it's a pop fly ball up in the air. Oh, they're not gonna get it in time, and then an angel like knocks it back down, and they do it good. So that's the premise of Angels in the Outfield, as far as I remember. I feel like in the final, we'll cover that later. Okay.
Spoilers.
I was gonna reveal some spoilers, but we're gonna cover that later. Okay.
You just threw it in as a little tease.
Yeah, what could it be? You gotta keep listening to the podcast if you're gonna find out how Angels in the Outfield ends.
Damn it! I hate listening to the podcast.
Okay. So this is a video game. I'm trying to decide if the video game starts with you having to find a small child to pray for your team or not, or if like you just have like if you are the coach of the team and you're allowed to pray. Do you think you have to go recruit a child to do that, or do you think like your prayers are gonna work?
I think you need to find a child.
Okay.
The pairs of adults suck.
Yeah, those will never get. You'll get like the shitty angel squad. They're like, okay, this is the trainees. Like they don't even have their wings yet. Adult prayers aren't worth nothing. You gotta have at least like an innocent. You gotta have a little kid cry, and then you get the A team. Oh, that is part of it. Okay, you are trying to recruit a child, and you gotta get that sweet like S tier child because, depending on how innocent they are, they're gonna allow you to get better quality angels. So it's going to be your team. Okay, I'm trying to think if maybe how bad your team is will allow your child to be like more innocent and sadder. Like they'll be able to cry more because your actual team sucks that much. And then you can get some really good angels. I like that. You can decide. The game starts. You are a coach of the Angels. The baseball team is called the Angels because that's how irony works. And you get to recruit your baseball team. So you can recruit good players that are very good at the baseball. But then you're not going to you probably won't even find a kid to cry for how bad your team is because they're good.
Wow.
They're good at baseball. So you're maybe wanting to try, get some bad players, maybe a couple good, so you're maybe not the best at baseball, so maybe a kid will be like, come on, Jesus, maybe help me out. I don't know. They're, the team's all right. They don't win all the time. Just send some angels. And then you go get the kid. You go recruit you get your baseball players. Then you recruit your kid to pray for you. Then you get the angels. I was when I first came up with the idea that I think this was more of a baseball recruiting game, but where you're recruiting the angels. Like you're not picking your baseball team, you're picking your angel team. But I like the idea of it more being a thing of like, you're still playing. We're basically taking the default MLB like make your own team mode, but then we're adding in angels on top of that. So yeah, you get the angels, and then you play through a season of baseball. And you can't control the angels. The angels are going to kind of like do what they want. The kid, because like the coach does not know that there's angels in the outfield. That is a key component to the movie, Angels in the Outfield. There's times where like the audience will do like the flapping thing because they're the team angels, but also there's angels in the outfield. But the little kid is like, yeah, angels are here. But the coach is like, that's not real. So the coach doesn't know. The player knows because it's called Angels in the Outfield Simulator. Anyway, I got a twist for you, backers.
Do it. Twist it.
So about game 5.
Okay.
After you got your angels, you're doing pretty good. Like you lost your first couple. Kid cried those big Jesus tears. And now suddenly your team is turned around and you are doing great. Like every ball seems to land in the glove. You be able to swing real good. It's going really well. But then suddenly about game 5, you're losing. You are not doing like every time you think it's about to hit the glove, suddenly the ball curves out of the way. Why could this be, Beckers? Why are you suddenly losing?
Because you didn't eat your Wheaties?
No, because when you look over across to the other team's deal,
They have a kid too.
they also have a kid. who is also waving his wings because they also have angels in the outfield. And suddenly, above the field,
pretty soon we're gonna have to get some angels for the infield too to compete.
The two teams, the two angels are just fighting each other over the baseball game.
Suddenly, it becomes a much more dramatic game.
Yep.
With angel combat.
Yep. That was kind of the gist of it. You got anything to add to this?
I think it would be cool with sharks.
Shark angels?
Yeah. Because, you just assume that they're human angels, but maybe they should be shark angels.
No, oh God, Beckers, the thing that you just put in my brain.
Can't get it out now.
Does that mean that the child you get to pray for your team is a baby shark?
Do do do, baby shark, do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Yes, that is the thought that you presented into my brain.
I did it.
Good job. And then at the end of the game, turns out that that both sides lost the war, and now that the baseball teams just have to play normal baseball. So then you're probably gonna wish that you did pick the good baseball players, so that they can just win the baseball game. Though to be fair, if you never got any angels in the outfield, then the other team would have just won the war. I don't know if you know this, Beckers. You know Lucifer from the Bible. How he had
I've heard of him.
Yeah, how he had a big war against God, and they were banished to hell. The angels fell. That was actually because of baseball. There was a baseball war that caused all that.
I don't believe that.
Okay, do you have a game idea?
I heard it was about pasta. Okay, I do. I have a really cool one. So have you heard of them?
That wasn't funny, Beckers. Your pasta thing, it wasn't funny.
Okay, you're totally derailing the direction of the podcast. If you could just stop it.
Go on.
Have you heard of Among Us? I don't think we've talked about it before. It's this hit new indie game.
Yes, I've heard Among Us.
Okay, you can't not hear about it, right? So,
Beckers, I might have an Among Us game.
You know what? It's among all of us.
Okay,
it's
good.
Fine. This one's mine. They came out with. There's this proximity chat mod that you can use now, where you can hear people talking in the game if you're close enough to them, and it's really cool and creepy and immersive, right? I thought of another thing to do.
Okay.
What if you could smell?
Yes.
Smell in there. You would know if someone did trash or not because you could smell it.
Okay.
And you could smell if somebody shot somebody because of the gunpowder. And if someone would be walking by and they'd kind of smell like gunpowder, and you'd be like, dude, did you kill somebody? And he'd be like, no, I was I did weapons. So that's why I smell like gunpowder. You'd be like, I see it. I don't see it.
Don't they have lasers?
Look, just.
You smell like lasers. What do lasers smell like?
Gunpowder.
Strawberries?
Gunpowder. That's what they smell like.
Okay.
And maybe everybody in the game has their own specific smell.
Okay. Do you get to determine your smell, or do the colors determine your smell?
I think the color determines your smell.
Okay, what are the color smells? What does each color smell like?
I think brown smells like shit.
Okay.
And red smells like cherries because it's a strong scent. I don't remember. Is there a yellow? I don't think there's a yellow.
I have played Among Us a total of 1 time.
But if there was a yellow, he'd smell like lemon.
A banana?
No, lemon. Yellow smells like oranges. I mean, orange smells like oranges. Did I say that? Did I say that? I don't know what I said. Okay, and then purple.
Purple.
Purple
Nurple.
smells like Barney.
What does Barney smell like?
Dinosaur.
I figure Barney the dinosaur smells the least like a dinosaur would.
Maybe he just smells like felt. I feel like he would smell like felt.
It would probably smell like felt.
So purple smells like felt. Green smells like grass. Actually, there's 2 greens. There's dark and lime. There's dark green and lime. Dark green smells like grass. Lime smells like lime.
I just like... Huh.
What's black smell like, Bryce?
Black licorice.
That doesn't even smell. It just tastes.
It smells like the taste of black licorice.
We can work that in. What's white smell like?
They have to spray the smell into their mouth.
What's white smell like?
I was gonna say snow, but also snow doesn't have a smell. Head and Shoulders.
Ew. Wait. Yeah. Well. What about if it's no? Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, white can smell like Head and Shoulders, but
Okay.
you know cyan's gonna smell minty,
Like toothpaste.
like toothpaste. Okay, and what about regular blue,
Right.
like darker blue? This has been fun for me.
Coming up with smells of colors.
I just realized there is a yellow.
Dark blue smells like the ocean. Yeah? No?
I don't have a better idea, so fine. I'll let it go this time. Pink smells like bubblegum. Pink smells like bubblegum. Pink smells like bubblegum. Bubblegum. Bubblegum.
I was going to say, so do you know Bean Boozled? Like the jelly beans?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I know there's one that tastes like mint. Each jelly bean is like, okay, it looks like this, and it could either be the good tasting one or the bad tasting one. So whatever is the opposite of the toothpaste one is what the dark blue one would taste like, just smell like. I just have the taste in my mind. Can we make them eat jelly beans? We'll just have a little icon on screen. Be like, stick this jelly bean in your mouth right now.
So after each kill, the smell of whoever was in the room. Okay. The smell of whoever was in a room sticks around for 15 seconds, and it gets fainter and fainter as time goes. So you can literally track someone by smells.
This makes no sense. Oh, is toothpaste supposed to be the bad one? I'm looking at the Bean Boozled deals.
Yeah, I mean, no one likes to eat toothpaste.
It's mint flavored. People likes mint.
You're not supposed to eat it.
People eat mints though. What?
They don't swallow them, do they? They chew them up so their breath smells good.
And then they do what with it once they've chewed it up?
They dissolve.
They spit it out? No.
They dissolve. What I'm saying is they don't just like swallow it.
The blue bean
Straight up.
The blue Bean Boozled could either be berry blue or toothpaste. I think toothpaste is supposed to be the bad version, but if I got a blue one, I'd be like, no matter what happens with this, I'm fine. Whereas if I get a white one, I could either get spoiled milk or coconut, and each one of those is bad.
It's awful. Yeah. Oh, white could smell like coconut.
There you go.
There we go. Good job, everyone.
We'll just go based on the Bean Boozled deals.
Oh no, we're stealing content again.
Yellow can be rotten egg or buttered popcorn.
Nope, lemon.
Green could be lime or lawn clippings. Or booger.
We picked both of those already.
There's booger or juicy pear.
Bro.
Make them taste like boogers. I just have taste in my head, not smells.
See, and both of those are good too.
Boogers. Okay, you were gonna go on about how this is a good idea.
You can track people by smells.
Okay.
It would be really fun. It would add another component to your detective work. It would use a new part of your brain.
Okay, except that as you're walking around, because everyone's constantly moving throughout the ship, it's just going to smell like garbage, lime,
Yeah,
mint.
but smells don't last forever.
Yeah, but it's going to be a mixture of them all constantly. Like, sure, that if people only go one way, you're going to be able to have an idea, but they're going to overlap.
If you walk up on somebody and it's lime and he smells like lime and bubblegum, you know that they were all up with Pink a second ago. And then Pink's body gets reported and you'll be like, oh, lime smelled like the victim.
So then they can catch the flavor of other, what are crewmates?
Yeah.
Hey, I just smelled bubblegum on you. No, you're just chewing bubblegum right now, Frank. And we're like, oh yeah, I forgot. Thanks.
Very good. Okay.
I got nothing here, man. This is
such a good idea.
Is it,
and you're just like, yes, it is. And you're just being so rude about how good it is.
So okay. You establish that each crewmate smells like different things, but you also like trash smells like the actual tasks will have smells to them.
Yeah. But then, like, one of the kill animations is shooting somebody, and that's going to smell the same as weapons smells. So sometimes it's...
But will the dagger animation not smell?
I guess not. But maybe we add new animations.
Where somebody kills them with overwhelming odor. With a fart!
You fart someone to death, and then, oh my god, our whole room... like, it'll smell like farts, and you'll know there's going to be a body nearby.
Will the murderer be able to...
And the older a body gets, the worse it smells.
So everybody could, like, smell that
and so
elsewhere.
You can follow your nose to it.
Will the murderers, the imposters, be able to determine how they murder people, or...
Nope.
Every time they do a murder, they go like, I hope this isn't going to cause me to smell.
Yeah.
It's always a risk.
That's how it'll be. It's always a risk.
You gotta like make sure you're near weapons when you do a murder, so that way you can just blame it on the weapons.
Yeah. The one thing that this game was missing was RNG.
Yep.
Needed some more of that. Every good game needs more RNG to blame on when you lose.
If I wasn't farting constantly, I would have got him.
Damn it! Damn my irritable bowel syndrome.
That's a different game that we made.
Is that the one
where you poop?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. We've made a lot of games about poop though, but I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same one.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Among Us with poop.
Yes, it's about. Yep. I like that one too.
Yeah, if you want to know what we're talking about, listen to every Game Made Corp episode.
Ever.
Yep, that's the only way to be sure that you got the right one.
What's your Among Us game, Bryce?
Okay, I'm ready. Here's for one that's an interesting twist on Among Us. Not now you smell lime.
My game was good. You're just a jerk. I want to play my game.
Well, everyone's gonna want to play Among Frank. It's Among Us in Frank.
Okay. Who's Frank?
Okay, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. As you may or may not remember, Frank was the man which the movie Osmosis Jones takes place inside of. So this is yeah. So there was Bill Murray. Bill Murray played the character Frank. So this is Among Us, in which
the number one thing I remember most about that movie is that part when the zit pops.
I'm glad to say I don't remember that, but you have now inserted
zit pops and it lands on like the principal or something, and it.
You have now inserted the image of a zit popping into my brain, and I did not want that in there, and now I have that.
That's the image I have every time someone brings up Osmosis Jones.
Okay, so this is a video game about Osmosis Jones, except it's also Among Us. So everybody plays blood cells. Cells. I got not. Sure, blood cells. They all play blood cells, and so you have tasks that you have to do throughout Frank to make sure his still lives and stuff. So maybe you got to carry oxygen around from one room to another, or you got to pump his heart or other things that bodies do. Maybe you got to fight the undead. But some of the players are viruses. Da da da. And they are trying to kill the white blood cells. Now, you both have the issue. Okay, so you both have the issue that you need to complete your task or Frank will die. This isn't just the deal that you got as much time as you want. What are we gonna do? The people are coming. The guy can take as long as he wants, as long as he can stop you from completing your tasks. But okay, is this how viruses work? Can they take over? Can they turn cells into the virus? Is that a thing?
They take over a cell to produce more virus.
Yeah. Okay. So you can.
Sure.
So when you kill players, you're actually making them viruses as well. Maybe is that cool, or is that just gonna make it end with the viruses?
It would have to be a big game, and it depends what tools you give to stop the viruses.
So, well, my thought was if the game ends with a screen saying the viruses win, at the end of the game, it would be everybody was on the viruses team, so we won. So that might be. I mean, obviously, the initial virus people would be yeah, we nailed it. Let's make it 100-player game. Let's make it a big body, not a 10 people thing that Among Us does. Let's make it a big map, a lot of players, and
imagine that meeting, dude. If there's 100, 200 people in this body, and everyone's just ah.
Okay, now I'm should we then give the cells categories? Should they be hey, we're liver cells, we're blood cells, so people have I was doing liver stuff, so I'm we're doing our jobs over here. I don't know about you guys over in the tuberculosis. but liver's nailing it. So we can't be infected. So it's gotta be you guys over there. Because like I think that's gonna be a deal. If a part of the body starts failing, people are gonna think the virus is over there. That's why. Which okay, yeah, I think that's gonna be the case. The virus can turn cells to the virus, and that way, if the liver starts not doing well, they're gonna go, the virus has turned the liver. We need to get rid of that. We need to
Get rid of the liver?
Yeah, get rid of the liver.
Have a liverectomy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
And then you die because you don't have a liver.
Yep. I don't know how bodies work. This is good except for the parts that it's bad.
This is a good game, I think. I think that there's good nuggets.
Can you put in the parts that are bad, or take out the parts that are bad and put in the parts that are good, because I'm not sure what to do here.
I think what do you want to call the good cells?
I think those should just be cells, and then the other ones are viruses.
Okay, yeah, cells and viruses. Okay, so cells are gonna kill the virus. How do they fight back?
Well, okay. Well, I
Why do you want that?
I figured that there would be a meeting type thing. But okay, maybe there is like 5 players are white blood cells. So whenever like a player can hit like a emergency button, and instead of it like calling all the players into a big meeting or whatever, it summons a white blood cell player to that area, and then they show up, and the person be like, that guy is a white is a virus, and then the other guy will be like, no, I'm not, and so the white blood cell will go like might shoot somebody, but maybe the person that they shot was a cell. And so the virus could try and convince the white blood cell players.
Then you have an autoimmune disease.
Yeah. Where you get the... Oh, dude, that would be sick. If you... Like, I think it would be very hard. It would be very hard to do, but a really crafty virus might be able to, like, convert a white blood cell. Like, be able to switch infect it. That's the word I was looking for, infect it.
And then the white blood cell starts
attacking,
yelling at regular cells, and then you have lupus.
Is that how? Is that autoimmune? I don't know.
I think so.
She's a doctor, everybody.
It's never lupus.
That's House.
It's a House reference.
Yep. I watched like I watched 3 episodes with Aaron. I've watched the entire series by myself. I don't.
It's accurate in some ways, and then some ways I'm like, yeah, okay. Like 4 doctors are working on this one patient, and they go in to start the IV line. Yep, that's definitely. There's no nurses in House.
Yeah,
the doctors do everything.
I mean, I think that's the deal with House, is that he doesn't trust anybody but his team, so he wouldn't let a nurse touch his patients. They're gonna mess it up. And that is our new podcast, House Talk, with Bryson Beckers. Thanks for listening. Here is what you have all come for: the investor shout out.
I was rustling papers as though I had papers related to the investor shout out.
I like that you presuppose that we cannot see you. I mean, the audio listeners could not, but the video listeners can see.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago that you should explain what you're doing on video if it's a visual comedy thing, because some people don't watch the videos, Bryce. They just listen. Actually, a lot of people do that. Did you know that?
No.
Raise your hand if you're only listening to the audio. Now you look like an idiot because no one can see you. Raise your hand. Aaron, I love you and you're great. And I want you to know that you're beautiful inside and out. You're smart, funny, and important to me personally. You too could be complimented like that if you go to patreon.com/lastgeek and become an investor. You can get a shout out. And maybe you just do that just 1 month. Maybe you try that out just for one time.
Just one time.
Just one time, maybe. Just 1 month. This could be a good time to do it just one time.
Maybe you turn it on for the one time, forget you left it on. That wouldn't be bad.
Well, I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying if you were ever going to do it just one time, maybe just try it once. Maybe
just try once.
Maybe do it this time. Just one time.
I just realized that we did 3 game ideas and there's only one left.
Yeah, we did the investor shout out a little late.
Yeah.
You thought we forgot, didn't you? We didn't. So we're on to the last game. So, Bryce.
Backers.
Have you heard of the Tooth Fairy?
Yeah. Yes.
So, what's the general concept of the Tooth Fairy?
The teeth fall out of the child. Child puts teeth under pillow. Tooth Fairy come. Here's a quarter. I have teeth now. Moo-ha-ha.
A quarter? Damn. I used to get more.
What'd you get?
$10?
What the?
I'm lying. I'm lying.
And people say that doctors aren't grow up with a silver spoon in their fart.
I grew up in a trailer. I don't have a silver spoon in my butt.
She said bud. Okay.
So yeah, that's the Tooth Fairy. So are you also familiar with the fact that sometimes people's body parts get sick and then they have to cut them off?
Because the imposter got them.
Whoa, that's a throwback to earlier in the episode. No, not like that. Like if your foot gets an infection on it.
Yeah.
Because you don't.
Hello?
I'm sorry. I have had a patient before who did not take their socks off in a year and a half. So if you did not take your socks off in a year and a half and you have infected feet because of that, you might have to cut it off. So what if you put that under your pillow?
Okay, then you get $10.
You get a lot of money, dude. Okay, you have like 1 million teeth.
Okay.
And you're supposed to lose them.
I'm glad she is not a dentist.
Yeah, it's like every time your teeth fall out, another one grows back in its place, you know?
Sure.
Or is that just sharks?
Has anybody tried to game the Tooth Fairy system with sharks? Do you think sharks are really rich and they don't want to share? And that's why they keep that's why they keep eating us if we get close.
Dude, bro, you could make bank as a shark with a Tooth Fairy. You know, that technology is out there. Why can't humans regrow teeth like that?
Because the sharks won't let us. They're keeping us down.
The sharks are hoarding their technology from us. Their tooth technology.
If anybody tries to get close to the shark's secrets, the shark just uses their teeth on them. And they're like, dude, don't bite the humans. Your teeth are going to fall out. And then they're like, dude, we have teeth technology.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Look at my pearly whites.
This is my 12th pair this week. We're talking about sharks. Do you have anything to add?
Hero does.
Hero, what do you have to say about the shark mafia?
Hero, how do you feel about sharks? How do you feel about sharks? Do you have anything to speak about sharks? Good boy. He's so smart. The other ones don't know speak.
Is
Just Hero.
Is Hero your favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what if you cut your foot off and put it under your pillow?
You would get more than a quarter, I guess.
You get a lot of money because you only have 2 feet and you have like 1,000,000 teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And your teeth grow back.
Yeah.
So like a foot is infinitely more valuable.
Mm-hmm. Are you presupposing that the creature that takes the foot would be the same one that takes the teeth, or is this a different?
It's a different fairy. It is not the tooth fairy. It is the foot fairy.
Okay, so then if you cut off your hand and
there
put
is
that
a hand fairy, yes. And the hand fairy like also accepts fingers, parts of hands, just to be clear.
I hate to do this, but I have to ask if I were to cut my, downstairs in charge of that.
Why do you do that? No. That is
Dick Fairy.
The Dick Fairy.
The Dick Fairy. Okay, what?
You wouldn't believe how much you get for one of those, because only around half of people have one.
Okay, but
Less than half.
What is the point of this game? Like, are you the fairy? Are you the footless person? Are you trying to get more feet? What's the story here?
I think you're trying to make it rich by using the fairy system.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to see how much of your body you can cut off?
You work in a hospital and you're a surgeon. And you are like people who have hangnails or whatever. You're like, man, you can't see it because the infection's in there deep, but it's gotta go.
You're always trying to encourage people of like, okay, like, like we can get you one of those like fake feet and it's gonna look so much better than like this one. Hangnail, man, come on.
You're gonna be able to jump so high with the fake one. The real one is not as good, especially with this hangnail, dude.
Just like let's get rid of the whole thing. I mean, let's just take the leg, man. You don't want any memory of that old hangnail. Let's just
and bonus, you'll never have to shave your leg again.
Yeah,
Save so much time.
I know you're a dude and you really don't do that, but like you were considering it one time.
That's sexist, guys.
I know you. You were thinking about it. Now you don't have to.
You were gonna shave your legs to swim faster. Yeah. Think about how fast you'll swim with all that extra weight gone. Big brain. Yep. And like you might think that a surgeon doesn't need all this extra money. He doesn't have to cut off all these body parts because he's already rich, right? But he actually needs all the money for all the malpractice suits.
Because he's bad at cutting things off.
He's really good at it. He just doesn't always
listen when they say don't cut off my arms. What's the right time to cut off a foot?
Like, you know how before a surgery they always put a big X on the limb or body part that they're supposed to operate on? Here's why.
Because normally he'll show up at your bar mitzvah and cut off your leg when you didn't least suspect it.
No, you didn't even hear what I said.
No, I did. I was just thinking it would be funnier
I'm funny.
He got sued because he would cut off people's legs when they didn't want it, but like not when they need their leg cut off, but they're like, hey, I'm gonna use it one last time, and he's like, no, you're not, man. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
I'm
you
gonna
when
go
you
to
least
this
suspect
party
it.
and I'm gonna dance one last time before I lose both of my feet to. He said I just had weird looking toenails, so the world would be better off without my feet.
Yep.
So I just wanted to dance one last time, and then there were all these chainsaws on the floor. I don't know who put them there.
You know this thing that people don't actually know about surgeons? The hospital doesn't pay them.
Yeah.
The reason they got that sports car was they put your foot under their pillow at night. They would have to buy a lot of pillows because
They just use one pillow. It's just a really gross pillow.
Does the pillow that you use have to be the one you're sleeping under? Like it can't be like off to the side. Your head has.
Oh, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Ew, it does. Yes.
Yes. Is it always feet? Are you always trying to convince people to sell their feet, or are you allowed to be like, "Hey, by the way, your hand? Let's just we're doing a package today. Both feet and a hand, $20. $20.
Yeah, it can be other body parts. They're just rarer. Like in my personal experience, feet and toes get cut off more than anything else.
People just don't pay enough attention.
That's why you've never seen my feet on stream.
Because you don't stream.
Because they aren't there.
That too. Skycam.
Skycam.
They aren't there. Why is
Where
Sunny?
are they?
Why is Sunny standing like that?
I don't know.
They look like they're posing for like a painting. Especially next to the bold and brash painting. It is quite a tabula rasa.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Come down from there.
I live here now, Mom.
She won't. She's on the cat scratcher, and that's where she's gonna. Oh!
Now that you have given up on me, I will finally go where I please. Okay, Beckers, we have presented 4 games. It is time to decide which game is the game. What are you thinking?
Let's go process of elimination.
Okay.
I think the first game that we should rule out is Angels in the Outfield Simulator.
Yeah, that one I think was a good starting concept, but the final one didn't come together. Second one, Proximity Smells.
I like that game. You never gave it a chance. You hated it from its conception. You hate it. I loved it.
So now we have Among Frank and Foot Fairy. I had a feeling it was going to be one of these either way.
I really liked Proximity Smells.
Why?
I loved it.
Why?
It's a good game.
Why?
Because it was so good.
Gosh. I feel like they're both like equally developed, but I feel like we laughed more during Foot Fairy, so I feel like that's where it's going.
We should tally up.
At the end, see who won. I feel like Becker's maybe bullied me a lot to get hers.
Yeah, I think it's a slam dunk. Like I won no contest.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is due to bullying.
Yeah, bullying and Bryce being a nice guy.
think so.
Foot Fairy wins this episode of Game Made Corp. And this brings us to the end. Hold on, getting a message. The time cops are outside and need to talk to me. I'll be back. Do you want to end the show?
Uh-oh. Okay. All right, Bryce left, and now I have all of the power. during this time, I'm going to use it to tell you that Bryce is a big dork. You can follow me on Twitter at Dr. Beckers with a Z. And then thanks for thanks for listening to our podcast. And remember, have fun.